What are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? Might sound weird, but I would say my heart. And what I mean by that is I feel like I've been very passionate and called to develop a deep amount of compassion and empathy just as a human being. I think my biggest purpose in life is to help people heal their mental and emotional trauma, to live happier lives. And so there's an element of pride with my ability to show up for people. But I think even just like myself, like when I think about what I'm most like grateful for and most happy about for myself in my life and what I've built for myself, it's like the compassion and the empathy. And that's a skill that I've like consciously built. So yeah, my heart.
What is something that always makes you smile?
My sister. I love her. Yeah.
What do you love about her?
We just have such a deep connection. I feel like she's the most important person in the world to me. And if she was in the room right now, I'd probably be crying even more. Danae, you crying? Yeah. We just share such a we just share such a deep connection. Like we're like the same person. And so I think it's so special to have that. And I feel the same way about my mom and dad too. Like we're just so deeply blessed to have a family that is so close. Yeah, they make me smile the most. You know, no one's perfect, and they, you know, they piss me off sometimes, but overall, yeah, they make me smile the most.
What life lesson did you learn the hard way?
The thing that comes up the most is, and I feel like I'm still learning it, is how I connect in my romantic relationships. My biggest learning lesson in life has been choosing myself and my worldly passions and calling and pursuits, choosing that over romantic relationships. I think my downfall, so to speak, has been I have pursued romantic relationships in the past to fulfill perhaps a certain, to get that dopamine fix. And a lot of the relationships, almost all the relationships have been meaningful and beautiful. And I think the lesson over and over again, I mean, I'm still single. Am I going to pursue that romantic relationship over my heart and my higher calling? And the answer for a lot of years has been no. So that's been a lesson that I've had to learn the hard way through my own experience.
What is something, if anything, that you feel shame around?
Honestly, probably that lesson. I feel the most shame around not showing up for my higher calling and instead taking I don't want to use the word easier route, but finding fulfillment in relationships that aren't necessarily in alignment with my higher purpose. It makes it sound like it was a problem or it was a waste of time, but I think there were always lessons to be learned in that. But there's definitely some shame in not showing up for myself and my higher calling because I've been scared in the past and I haven't taken the path of the heart. I haven't taken the courageous path. I think I'm getting better and better and doing better than I ever have. But if there was one part of my life that I feel shame over, it's not choosing my higher self and instead succumbing to the lower desires, so to speak, if that makes sense.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
What age?
Let's say 8-year-old you.
Oh, the advice I'd give to my 8-year-old self would be fucking open up and pursue acting, because that's my background, is acting, singing, dancing. And I think that I was so scared of being judged at that age, and I held back from stepping into it. So grateful that I had such amazing teachers in high schools who saw that part of me and brought that out of me. A big part of who I was suppressed and resisted for so many years because I didn't have the belief in myself to show up in that part of myself. So if I were to give any advice to my 8-year-old self, it would be trust that the acting part of you, the performer part of you is real, is honest, and you can do it. And don't fucking do it for anyone else except yourself. Just have fun with it. Holy shit, have fun with it. I took it so goddamn seriously. It's like, yeah, have fun with it. Have fun. That's actually it. Have fun. Yeah. I did acting on hindsight. I was doing acting to get approval, and it masked my authentic desire to act. And so for years I was like, was I acting just to get love and approval, or was I actually in love with acting? And it was both. But once I removed that, it's like, oh yeah, let's act to act because it's fun. That's, oh fuck, if I could give that lesson to my 8-year-old self, my teens and even my early 20s would have been so much more joyful. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching this and you're an actor, don't do it for the applause. do it for the craft.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes, I have, many times. I think there's different depths of love, and I have absolutely been in love multiple times. I am a lover. That's just who I am, very naturally. I'm excited to find the person that it's more consistent with, because I've been in love and it's been beautiful and delicious and warm, and it reminds me of home. I've had that, but I'm excited to find the partner who I can have something more long-term with. You can't force that though. Yeah.
How do you measure success?
Pure and simple, joy. To the degree that, and this is what I teach, coach, educate, encourage with my work and in my coaching and therapy, is to help people realize that your success depends on ultimately one factor, and that's the degree of joy you feel throughout your moments. We can say that the greatest measurement is external, but those come and go. Everything is impermanent. So to the degree that we allow ourselves to experience joy or practice joy is to the degree that we live meaningful lives. You can have the money, you can have the relationships, you can have the car, you can have the house, but if you don't have joy, you have nothing.
What is the greatest emotional pain you've ever felt?
I would say the greatest emotional pain is thinking about not doing what I feel I'm here to do. I feel like that, God, that brings up a lot of emotion. Just like the whole idea of not pursuing helping people, because that's what I am called to do. So the idea of not doing that brings up the most emotional pain. Yeah, I feel like that some people have a calling in life that they didn't really have a choice per se. It's kind of built into their DNA. And some people just have a desire to live life experiences. But for people, and I'm sure you feel like that too, that you have this calling that you feel driven to. And the biggest pain for me comes from thinking about not pursuing that.
So tell me a little bit about what you do and how you help people.
Yeah, so I do life coaching, hypnotherapy, relationship coaching. I'm actually currently, at the time of this recording, in the process of launching a free mental health support program. So it's like a weekly Monday night support group for people who want support and help with their mental health. And I think like ultimately what I do in my work, my goal with whoever I connect with is to help them connect with their own truth and authentic expression in life, to look at how they're doing life, look at the stories, the lies that they're telling themselves that are ultimately keeping them stuck or in suffering to whatever degree. And once we can see that and gain awareness over that, we can start to change it. So that's my goal with everything that I do.
Beautiful.
No.
Yeah.